some things for you to try to help you as you take my online course. So I'm going to talk about Criminal Justice 2200. So the first thing you need to look at here is to the left. You see me using this drop-down menu. I want you to go down here. The syllabus is in here. I'm not really worried about the syllabus. You don't really need the syllabus, to be honest with you, to be able to know what you need to do. So you go into course materials here, and in course materials you go to the right. The first one is all assignments related to the research paper. Click on that. Everything that's due that has to do with the research paper and all the instructor assignments are in there. So I have in here information on how to do library database research so you can go to the library from home, how to develop your PTEA. You'll know that once you do this video. You look at it, creating an annotated bibliography from that, how to create annotated bibliographies. There's your first assignment that's due on October 10th. It's here. People have been asking where it's at. Here's where it's at. Everything to do with the writing part is here. All of the different bibliographies are listed here, and once the date comes up, they open up after the 18th. This one will open up, and you're able to upload your annotated bibliography. There's other information in here also, how to write APA formatted research papers. Also, this is where you would upload your research paper, your first draft and your final draft. So everything that has to do with the research paper is here. Pretty easy to do. Let's go back to course materials. So besides having to do what you have to turn in for the research paper, which is including all your instructor assignments, draft and final research paper drop boxes, those are here. Then you have your modules, and they're divided up by these dates, opening and close dates. First one here, you have a paper due on October 10th. This is where you're going to upload it. You take this survey and you follow these instructions. Okay, here's the formatting, what I want you to tell me about yourself and what it is you want to do. Take this survey, and it's a career planning survey, and see if it matches up with what your idea is about what you're going to do with your life. That's all this paper's about. It shouldn't be very long. It should be 2 to 6 pages maximum. Next is looking at the chapters. So chapter 1 through 3, learning materials, and in here I have study guides that are set up for you so that you can, and videos about the content. So this helps you learn about, what's going on with for the purposes of investigations. And in here you have history investigations, and then some videos on that, and then chapter 2 is crime scene protection, notes and report writing, and some videos on that, and finally some crime scene processing crime scenes and notes. That's the first 3 chapters that you're going to be looking at. We're going to move backwards now, because after you do that and after you study, you have some other things that you're going to do. You're going to watch this video and you're going to participate in this discussion. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to write a police report based upon this discussion online with your colleagues. And, the purpose of this is to get you talking to each other about it, but you might be able to do it by yourself. This is very minimal points. This is where the points really are. And so this has to do with you watching this video and then answering the same questions that you had here. Just turning that in for a grade. You have to decide on your research topic, and then you need to get your annotated bibliography A turned in. But let me tell you what, it's not going to be turned in here. Where is it going to be turned in? It's going to be turned in over here under everything to do with the research paper. So make sure I put a reminder inside those modules to remind you, but all of these drop boxes are going to be over here for you to turn in your annotated bibliographies. There's the first one right there. Okay, so I hope this helps you. When you're also in these course materials, you'll see that there's no quiz in this particular one, but it's going to open up in the next one. You're going to have, so you have these writing assignments, and then when we go to the next module, you'll have your first quiz. Module 2. And in this module you have different things that you're going to be doing. DNA processing game, annotated bibliography B. Where is that going to be? It's going to be back in the folder for with the research writing stuff. Here are the last 2 chapters that you need to look at. There's information on there, and actually I don't think you have a quiz until the following module, which is Module 3. Yep, and when you get into Module 3, there's your first exam, Chapters 1 through 5. Okay? All of these things you just go chronologically down. It prepares you. Here's the next set of chapters that you need to go through. Here's another exercise. You watch the video, you do the discussion, and then you turn in the case study. And so it runs like that throughout. Hopefully this helps you out and helps you understand how the course runs. It's chronological, man. This is not very hard, but it's a fun course. I've tried to expose you to a lot of different data. You're going to need about 3 to 4 hours a week to be able to study for this course, so be prepared to do that. It's not a walk in the park just because it's online. You still have to do your work. And if you need to get a hold of me, my number is 510-501-8706. I'm here for you. There are no dumb questions, just dumb answers from me. All right, have a good day, and hopefully